Have you noticed how nighttime feels different when no one expects anything from you? When the world finally stops asking questions, when there is nothing left to prove, nothing left to respond to, nothing left to hold together. This is one of those moments. A moment where you don't need to be impressive or productive or even understandable. You just need to be here, and even that can soften. You've done enough today, more than enough, even if it doesn't feel that way. Even if your mind tries to argue, your body knows the truth. Your body knows when it's time to rest, and right now, it's time. You don't have to rush into sleep. Sleep is not something to chase. It finds you when you stop reaching, when you stop checking, when you stop waiting for permission. You already have permission. You always did. Let the sound of my voice meet you gently, not as something to focus on, but as something to lean against. Like a quiet presence sitting nearby, not asking anything, not expecting anything, just keeping you company. Imagine a home late at night, lights dimmed low, corners softened by shadow, a slow fire burning somewhere nearby. The kind of fire that doesn't crackle loudly, just enough to remind you that warmth exists, that safety exists, that you are not exposed to the night. The air feels still, protected, almost thick with calm. Your body begins to recognize this feeling, the feeling of being off duty, of being unreachable, of being done for the day. You don't need to monitor your breathing. It already knows the rhythm of rest. You don't need to scan your thoughts. They will come and go on their own. Like distant sparks rising from the fire, brief, weightless, fading before they reach anywhere important. You don't follow them. You stay where you are. Here, in the quiet, your shoulders can drop a little more now, not because you're trying, but because they're tired of holding. Your jaw can loosen, your tongue can rest. Your face doesn't need to perform anymore. No expressions required, no reactions needed, just softness, just stillness. Your hands don't need to grip the day. They can rest open, empty, unoccupied. You've been strong for long enough, even if no one saw it. Even if no one thanked you for it. Strength can sleep too. It doesn't disappear. It renews itself in rest. Tonight, you are allowed to stop carrying the weight of tomorrow. Tomorrow will arrive, whether you prepare for it or not, and it will meet you better after rest. But you don't need to think about that now. Thinking can pause. Planning can pause. Watching yourself can pause. There is nothing you need to catch. Nothing you need to fix before sleep can happen. Sleep doesn't require perfection. It doesn't even require calm thoughts. It only requires surrender, and surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means letting go. Letting the body take over. Letting the night do what it has always done. If thoughts return, that's fine. If memories surface, that's fine. You don't owe them attention. You can let them pass like cars on a distant road, present, then gone, present, then gone. Each one moving away without effort. You remain still, safe, held by the dark. Darkness doesn't mean danger here. This darkness is protective, like a cocoon, like a curtain closing gently at the end of the day. Nothing enters unless you allow it. Nothing disturbs unless you invite it. Your body begins to feel heavier now, not trapped, not stuck, just comfortably weighted, as if gravity itself is helping you rest. The bed supports you fully, without judgment, without demand. It holds every part of you evenly. You don't need to hold yourself together. The bed does that for you. If you notice small sensations, a shift, a swallow, a deeper breath, let them happen. They are signs of letting go, signs that your nervous system is standing down, signs that sleep is already working quietly behind the scenes. You don't need to notice when sleep begins. Most people don't. It happens between moments, between thoughts, between awareness. One moment you are here, and the next, you are elsewhere. And that transition is gentle, so gentle you don't need to witness it. You are allowed to drift now. You are allowed to disappear into rest. Just for a while, nothing will be lost. Nothing will go wrong. Your body will wake you when it's ready. Until then, you can sink deeper and deeper as the room grows quieter, as the fire burns lower, as the world fades into the background. You don't need to listen anymore. You don't need to remember any of this. My voice can become a soft blur, a distant presence, like someone speaking gently from another room, familiar, unimportant, safe. Your eyelids grow heavier, not forced, not commanded, just naturally closing as wakefulness dissolves. You are doing this exactly right, even if you don't feel like you are. There is no wrong way to rest. There is only rest, and you are already inside it. If you wake briefly later, that's okay too. You won't panic. You won't try. You will simply return, like drifting back into a familiar dream. Sleep knows your way home. It always has, for now. There is nothing left to say, nothing left to hold. Nothing left to manage, only this quiet, this warmth, this gentle fading of awareness. You are safe to sleep, you are allowed to sleep, and sleep is already happening, drifting, softening, falling away into rest, into quiet, into sleep. The quiet grows thicker now, not heavy, just full, as if the air itself is resting with you. There is nothing sharp in this moment, nothing urgent, nothing demanding your attention. Even time feels softer here. Minutes don't rush. Seconds don't matter. Everything moves at the pace of rest. Your body understands this pace. It begins to follow it naturally. Muscles loosen without being asked. Thoughts slow without being stopped. Awareness spreads thin, comfortably thin, like mist dissolving into night air. You may notice a sense of floating, or sinking, or both at once, as if you are supported from below and gently released above. There is no edge to this feeling. No boundary you need to find, just ease, just space, just letting go. The part of you that stays alert during the day can rest now. It doesn't need to watch, it doesn't need to protect. Nothing is approaching, nothing is missing, nothing needs your response. If your mind tries to return to effort, it will quickly remember that effort isn't needed here. It can relax too. It can become quiet background noise, like wind far away, present but irrelevant. Your breathing becomes slower without instruction, not deeper, just calmer, each breath arriving exactly when it should, leaving exactly when it's done, no interference required. Your heartbeat finds a softer rhythm, steady, reliable, unconcerned with time. Your body knows how to keep you safe while you sleep. It has always known, even when you doubted it, even when nights felt long, even when sleep felt distant. This night is different. Not because you tried harder, but because you stopped trying at all. Rest comes easiest when it is allowed. And you have allowed it now. The space behind your eyes begins to darken. Thoughts lose their shape. Images blur before they fully form. Words dissolve before they finish. You don't hold on to any of it. There is no reason to. Everything you need is already happening beneath awareness. You don't need to be present for sleep to work. You don't need to witness it. Sleep does not require supervision. It only requires permission, and permission has been given. You may feel as if you are drifting downward, or sideways, or nowhere at all. Direction no longer matters. Location no longer matters. Only the feeling of letting go, further, softer, quieter. If a final thought passes through your mind, you don't follow it, you don't answer it, you don't push it away. You simply let it pass, like the last light turning off in another room. After that, there is nothing left to notice, nothing left to track, nothing left to manage. Awareness becomes smooth, unbroken, dark, comfortable. Your body sinks completely into rest, not held up, not tense, just supported. Every part of you allowed to be heavy, every part of you allowed to sleep. There is no signal you need to wait for, no moment you need to catch. Sleep arrives quietly, between one moment and the next, and once it arrives, you are already gone, safe within it, carried by it, resting inside it. The night holds you now, warm, still, uninterrupted. Nothing follows you here. Nothing reaches you here, only rest, only quiet, only sleep, drifting, fading, gone. The night deepens around you, not darker, just calmer, as if the world has stepped back and dimmed itself on purpose. Nothing presses against you here. Nothing asks you to stay awake. Nothing pulls you toward tomorrow. Your body settles even further into stillness. The kind of stillness that feels natural, earned, deserved. The muscles you forgot you were holding finally release, not all at once, one by one, quietly, without needing your attention. Your awareness becomes softer at the edges, less defined, less concerned with where you end and the bed begins. Everything blends gently together, comfort and warmth, body and space, breath and silence. You no longer need to check if you're relaxed. Relaxation is no longer something to achieve. It is simply the state you're in. Your thoughts now move slowly, as if wading through deep water, heavy, unmotivated, uninterested in continuing. Each thought dissolves before it finishes, and nothing replaces it. The quiet between thoughts stretches longer, wider, more inviting. You rest inside those spaces, those empty moments where nothing happens, where nothing needs to happen. This is where sleep grows, in the pauses, in the gaps, in the places where effort ends. Your breathing becomes barely noticeable, soft, automatic. Almost not there at all, each breath rocking you gently, like a slow, familiar motion, the kind that lulls without asking permission. Your heartbeat feels distant now, not gone, just far enough away to stop mattering. Your body is taking care of itself. You don't need to stay involved. You don't need to stay aware. Awareness itself begins to thin, like fog lifting, like a radio fading into static, like a voice growing quieter with distance. You don't try to hold on to it. There is nothing important happening there anymore. You are drifting beyond the need to notice, beyond the need to listen, beyond the need to stay present. Sleep is no longer approaching, it has arrived. Gently, silently, without announcement, you are already inside it, wrapped in it, carried by it. The mind releases its last grip. Thoughts fall away completely now, not replaced by dreams yet, just quiet, just blankness, just rest, a deep, neutral darkness, comfortable, safe, unquestioned. Time dissolves here. There is no sense of before or after, only this soft, endless moment of nothing required. Your body sinks into the deepest level of rest, the kind that repairs, the kind that restores, the kind that feels like being gently erased and redrawn. Everything slows, everything softens, everything lets go. You are no longer listening, no longer waiting, no longer thinking, only sleeping, deep, unbroken, natural. The night continues without you, protecting you, holding you, keeping you safe while you rest. Nothing disturbs this sleep, nothing interrupts it, nothing pulls you back. You remain here, floating, resting, completely asleep, and you stay this way, peaceful, still, deep within the quiet, until morning finds you on its own, without effort, without struggle, without hurry, for now there is only sleep, only rest, only silence, and you are already gone. The silence now feels complete, not empty, complete, like nothing more needs to be added, like nothing more could improve it. Your body has fully accepted the night. It no longer resists. It no longer checks. It no longer wonders what comes next. It simply rests. There is a deep sense of settling, as if everything inside you has finally found its place. Nothing shifts anymore. Nothing searches. Nothing waits. The weight of your body feels even, balanced, distributed gently across the surface beneath you. No pressure points, no discomfort calling for attention, just steady support, reliable, unmoving. The line between waking and sleeping has dissolved. You are no longer crossing it. You are already past it. Awareness fades in soft waves, each wave carrying you further away from thought, further away from effort, further away from identity. There is no need to remember who you were today. That version of you can sleep too. Roles loosen, names fade, stories pause. Nothing defines you here. You are simply resting presence, breathing, existing without obligation. Even the idea of listening begins to disappear. Words no longer form meaning. They soften into tone, into rhythm, into background sound, like rain heard through walls, comforting, unimportant, safe. Your mind no longer tries to follow. It no longer tries to understand. It lets itself drift freely, unguided, unstructured. You feel suspended in a quiet space, not floating upward, not sinking downward, just held. As if gravity has relaxed its grip, as if time has loosened its hold. This space does not demand awareness. It does not reward attention. It simply exists, and you exist within it. Thought has almost completely dissolved now. Only occasional fragments appear, soft, incomplete. They fade before becoming anything. Nothing lingers, nothing repeats, nothing matters enough to stay. Your breathing is barely noticeable, smooth, effortless, happening without you. Each breath, a quiet reassurance that everything is working, that nothing needs correction, that the body is safe, that sleep is deepening. The sense of self becomes faint, less personal, less specific, less concerned with boundaries. You are not trying to disappear. You simply no longer need to stay defined. This is the comfort of deep rest, where the edges soften, where awareness loosens, where nothing insists on being noticed. If dreams begin to form, they do so gently, unstructured, without story. Images appear and fade without meaning, without memory, just movement within sleep. There is no need to follow them, no need to participate. Sleep carries everything for you now. The deepest layers of the body engage, muscles repair, nerves calm, systems rebalance quietly. Work happens beneath awareness. Precise, intelligent, automatic. You are not required. The night knows how to take care of you. It has done this many times before. It does not need guidance. It does not need supervision. You are safe to let go completely. Safe to sink fully into unconscious rest. Nothing about you is at risk here. Nothing important is left undone. Nothing valuable is being missed. Rest is not absence. Rest is preparation, and you are already receiving it. The quiet continues uninterrupted. No sounds disturb it. No thoughts rise to the surface. Only stillness remains, deep, wide, unbroken. Your body is fully asleep now. Your mind follows gently behind, drifting, fading, letting go of the last traces of wakefulness. There is no moment of realization, no clear transition. Sleep simply deepens and deepens and deepens until there is nothing left to notice at all. You remain here, resting, repairing, sleeping without interruption. Time passes without being felt. Hours move quietly around you, protecting your rest, preserving your calm, holding you in deep sleep. You stay in this state, undisturbed, comfortable, safe. The night continues to do its work, and you continue to sleep. Deeply, naturally, effortlessly, The stillness becomes absolute now, not because everything stopped, but because nothing needs to move anymore. Your body has fully crossed into deep rest, the kind of rest that doesn't dream yet, the kind that feels like floating in warm darkness. Awareness has thinned to almost nothing, not gone, just no longer important. Like a distant memory you don't need to recall, there is no effort anywhere, no tension hiding in corners, no part of you holding on. Everything has settled into its natural position, as if your body has finally sighed all the way out. The night holds you without pressure, without weight, without expectation. You are not doing sleep. You are being slept, carried by something older than thought, something patient, something steady. Your nervous system is quiet now. Signals slow, responses soften, everything unnecessary fades out. Only what keeps you alive and safe remains. And even that happens silently, automatically, perfectly. You are no longer aware of your surroundings. The room has dissolved. The edges have disappeared. There is only a sense of deep internal quiet, a soft, endless pause. If dreams begin to appear, they are gentle, fragmented, without urgency. They come and go without pulling you closer, without waking you. Just movement inside sleep. Your mind stays loose, unattached, uninterested in forming stories. This is where the deepest repair happens, where the body remembers balance, where fatigue releases its grip, where tension unravels completely. Nothing reaches you here. No sound, no memory, no responsibility. You are unreachable now, and that is exactly as it should be. Sleep surrounds you fully, above, below, inside. There is no direction anymore, no sense of up or down, only rest, only calm, only continuation. Time passes without being counted. Minutes stretch into hours without notice. Your breathing stays slow, even, barely perceptible. Each breath a quiet confirmation that everything is fine. Your body stays heavy and still, not stiff, not frozen, just deeply relaxed, completely at ease. There is no need to wake. No need to shift, no need to adjust. Sleep holds you exactly where you are. If the mind stirs briefly, it does not fully rise. It turns over and sinks back down, effortlessly, naturally. Like drifting beneath the surface again, you remain asleep, undisturbed, protected by the night. Protected by your own deep calm. Nothing interrupts this rest. Nothing pulls you back. You continue sleeping, deep, consistent, unbroken. The night moves quietly around you, keeping watch, letting you rest fully, and you stay here, asleep, at peace, for as long as your body needs. With no awareness of time, no awareness of self. Only sleep continuing on its own, and it continues, and continues, and continues, holding you safely in the dark until morning comes gently, on its own, without hurry, without demand. For now there is nothing but sleep, and you remain within it. The quiet does not change. It simply remains, steady, reliable, uninterested in disturbance. Your body stays fully surrendered to rest, not waiting, not listening, not preparing, just sleeping deeply, naturally. The mind has moved far from the surface now, so far that thoughts no longer reach upward. They dissolve before they rise. They soften before they form. Nothing connects, nothing completes, nothing insists. This is the space beneath thinking, beneath memory, beneath identity, a space that exists every night. Even when you don't notice it, even when you forget it's there, you are resting inside it now, safe within its depth, protected by its stillness. The body remains heavy, pleasantly so, as if every cell has agreed to stop resisting gravity, as if the effort of being upright has finally ended. There is no need to move, no impulse to adjust. Comfort is complete. Even sensations fade into neutrality, neither pleasant nor unpleasant, just absent, just quiet. Breath continues without sound, without rhythm you can follow, without awareness attached to it. Each inhale and exhale happening far away from thought, like waves moving in the dark, unseen, unnoticed, perfectly timed. Your heartbeat stays slow and even, not loud, not demanding, just there. Keeping time in a way that no longer matters. Time itself feels irrelevant now. It does not pass. It does not move forward. It simply dissolves. There is no sense of how long you have been here, and no interest in knowing. Sleep does not measure itself. It simply deepens, layer by layer, quietly, without direction. Your body sinks further into its own internal calm. The deepest systems take over, repairing, restoring, balancing, all without awareness, all without effort. You are not involved in this process. You are the one being cared for. Nothing is required of you. Not now, not here. Not in this state. This is where exhaustion loosens its grip, where tension releases its memory, where the day is fully erased, not forgotten, just set aside completely. The mind does not wander, it does not search, it does not replay. It stays submerged, content to remain quiet, content to let sleep continue uninterrupted. Dreams may pass through softly, unshaped, unremarkable. They do not wake you. They do not pull you closer to the surface. They drift by like distant movement in deep water, irrelevant, harmless, gone before they matter. Your body remains still, supported, comfortable, fully at rest. There is no discomfort calling out, no signal asking for attention. Everything is settled. Everything is aligned with sleep. The night continues to hold you gently, without pressure, without interruption, without urgency. Nothing breaks this rest. Nothing intrudes. Nothing disturbs the calm. You remain asleep, deeply asleep, so deeply that even awareness has forgotten itself. This is the sleep that heals, the sleep that resets, the sleep that restores what was drained, and it continues on its own, without your help, without your attention, without effort. You stay here, resting, replenishing, completely unreachable, protected by the quiet, protected by the night, protected by your own deep calm. There is no need to wake, no reason to stir. Sleep remains stable, unbroken, consistent, comfortable, and it continues, soft, effortless, undisturbed, holding you exactly where you need to be. For as long as your body chooses, for as long as rest is needed, nothing changes, nothing interrupts, nothing ends this moment. Only sleep, continuing quietly, deep within the dark, and you remain there. The darkness stays gentle, not pressing in, just surrounding. Like a calm ocean at night, your body rests beneath the surface, undisturbed, untouched by movement. Nothing reaches you here. No sound carries meaning. No sensation asks for response. You are fully within sleep now, so deep that even depth no longer matters. The mind has gone quiet in a way that feels complete, not empty, complete. There are no questions forming, no answers needed, no awareness waiting to rise, just stillness doing its work. Your body remains perfectly supported, not held tightly, not restricted, simply allowed to exist without effort. Every system settles into its natural rhythm, slow, balanced, efficient. Your breathing continues like a quiet tide, coming in, going out, without sound, without thought, without attention. Your heartbeat stays soft and steady, not something you notice, just something that continues. Time passes in a way that does not touch you. Minutes dissolve, hours pass quietly overhead. The night moves forward without you needing to follow. You stay behind in rest, protected by sleep, wrapped in calm. Nothing interrupts this state. Not noise, not memory, not sensation. Everything outside remains outside. Everything inside remains quiet. Dreams may drift by like distant clouds, shapeless, unimportant, gone before they form meaning. They do not pull you upward. They do not wake you. They simply pass. Your body does not respond. It stays still, comfortable, at ease, completely surrendered to rest. There is no tension anywhere, not in muscles, not in joints, not in the face. Everything remains soft, loose, relaxed beyond intention. This is the sleep that feels timeless, where there is no beginning or end, only continuation, only rest repeating itself. Your nervous system stays calm and quiet. Signals slow to their lowest point. Nothing activates, nothing alerts. You are safe, and your body knows it. Sleep deepens without change, without effort, without awareness. It simply remains deep, stable, consistent, unbroken. You remain unreachable here, unavailable to the world, unavailable to thought, unavailable even to yourself. Only sleep exists, only rest continues. The night holds steady, the quiet holds steady. Your body holds steady, everything stays exactly as it is. No need to shift, no need to wake, no need to dream, just deep, neutral rest. And it continues, softly, endlessly, without interruption, holding you in perfect stillness. Until the body decides otherwise, and until then nothing changes. Only sleep, only calm, only rest continuing on its own. The night remains calm, unmoving, reliable, as if it has settled into its final shape. Your body stays fully asleep, not drifting anymore, not transitioning, simply resting. This is the depth where nothing pulls you upward, where nothing calls your name, where awareness has no reason to return. Everything unnecessary has already fallen away. Only what keeps you alive and safe remains. And even that happens quietly, effortlessly. You are not aware of breathing. You are not aware of your body. You are not aware of time. Sleep has closed those doors gently behind you. There is no sense of direction here, no up, no down, no inside or outside, only a deep internal stillness. A steady calm that does not fluctuate, that does not react, that does not change. Your muscles remain loose and heavy, not slack, not tense, just at rest, every joint settled, every limb supported, every part of you exactly where it belongs. Nothing needs adjustment, nothing needs correction. Comfort is complete. Your nervous system remains deeply settled. No alerts, no sudden shifts, no background tension. Everything stays in its quiet state. Your mind remains far below the surface. Too far to form thoughts, too far to notice sensation, too far to care. This is the place where sleep becomes self-sustaining, where it no longer needs help, where it no longer needs invitation. It simply continues, smooth, uninterrupted. Dreams, if they appear, are distant and soft. They do not demand attention. They do not create emotion. They pass without leaving a trace. Your body does not react. Your breathing does not change. You remain asleep deeply, consistently. The night moves forward around you. Hours pass without being felt. Darkness remains complete. The quiet remains steady. Nothing disturbs the rhythm of rest. Nothing interrupts the stillness. You remain unreachable, unavailable, removed from effort and concern. Sleep continues to do its work beneath awareness, repairing, restoring, balancing, resetting, all without your involvement. You are not needed here. You are the one being cared for. The body remains calm and heavy. The mind remains absent and quiet. There is no urge to move, no reason to wake, no impulse to think. Everything stays aligned with rest. This is the sleep that feels endless, not because it lasts forever, but because time no longer matters. There is no waiting, no counting, no anticipation, just continuation. The darkness remains protective, like a soft enclosure, like a sealed space where nothing enters. Your body remains fully supported. The bed holds you evenly, without pressure, without demand. You do not shift, you do not stir, you remain still, comfortable, safe, asleep. The quiet stays unbroken. No sound reaches significance. No sensation rises to awareness. Sleep remains deep and stable, unchanging, reliable. Your breathing continues in the background, automatic, unnoticed, perfectly timed. Your heartbeat continues quietly, unimportant, unremarkable, just there. You stay asleep as the night continues. As the hours move gently forward, as rest completes its work, nothing pulls you upward yet, nothing signals morning. You remain in darkness, you remain in stillness, you remain in deep rest, and it continues, without interruption, without awareness, without effort, holding you exactly where you are, for as long as sleep is needed, for as long as rest is required. Nothing changes, nothing ends, nothing interrupts this calm. Only sleep, only rest, only quiet continuing, and you remain within it. The night stays steady, unconcerned with movement. Uninterested in change, your body remains fully asleep, not floating, not sinking, just resting, deep inside stillness. This is the part of sleep where nothing shifts anymore, where the body has found its balance, where the mind has released its grip completely. There is no effort anywhere, no holding, no checking, no waiting. Everything that could relax has already relaxed. Everything that could let go has already let go. You remain heavy in the most comfortable way, supported without pressure, held without being held. The surface beneath you feels perfectly neutral, neither firm nor soft, just right. Your body does not need to move to stay comfortable. Comfort sustains itself now. The quiet continues uninterrupted. No sounds rise above the background. No sensations reach importance. Everything outside remains distant. Everything inside remains calm. Your breathing stays slow and even, so subtle it barely registers. Each breath completing itself without thought. Your heartbeat continues steadily, unnoticed, unremarkable, reliable. Time has lost all structure here. There is no sense of passing, no sense of duration, no awareness of sequence. Sleep does not count time. It simply exists within it, and you exist within sleep, fully, completely. The mind remains far below the surface. Too quiet to form images, too quiet to form words. There is nothing to follow, nothing to return to, nothing to remember. Even identity has softened, not erased, just resting too. You are not thinking about yourself. You are not observing yourself. You are not present in the way you are during the day. This is deeper than presence. This is absence without loss, rest without effort. The body remains still. No impulses arise. No signals interrupt. Every system remains in its lowest, calmest state. Sleep continues to restore what was spent without sound, without awareness, without demand. Nothing needs to be done. Nothing needs to happen. Nothing needs to change. The night holds its shape. The quiet holds its depth. Your sleep holds steady, unbroken, consistent, safe. Dreams may come and go faintly. They do not reach you. They do not wake you. They remain background movement only. You stay asleep deeply, fully, comfortably. The darkness remains complete. Protective, neutral, calm. No light intrudes. No sound pulls you upward. The world remains far away. Sleep remains close, wrapped around you, inside you, carrying you forward without effort. You do not stir. You do not wake. You remain resting. The night continues. The quiet continues. Sleep continues. Exactly as it should. And you remain within it. Nothing needs to happen now. Nothing needs to change. Sleep has settled completely. The night holds steady. Quiet remains uninterrupted. Your body stays deeply at rest. Your mind stays far from the surface. There is no awareness of ending, no awareness of time. Only rest continuing on its own. Breathing moves quietly in the background. Heartbeat stays slow and even. Everything necessary continues without effort. Everything unnecessary remains gone. The darkness stays calm and protective. The stillness stays deep and complete. You remain asleep, comfortable, safe, unaware. The night carries on gently around you. Hours pass without notice. Rest completes its work quietly. Nothing disturbs this state. Nothing interrupts the calm. Sleep remains deep and stable, consistent, unbroken. There is no transition to observe, no moment to catch, only continued rest, only continued quiet, only sleep, and it goes on, softly, naturally, without end, without effort, holding you exactly where you are, for as long as your body needs, for as long as rest is required. Nothing calls you back yet. Nothing pulls you upward. You remain asleep, peaceful, still, deep within the quiet, and the quiet remains. And sleep remains, and you remain resting, completely, gently, undisturbed.